Hello guys, today we will be working on another interesting project, and this will be our Viva Abstraction. What we need to have three colors, and I decided to use acrylic paint. You can also use tempera paint when you want to. So this will be yellow blue, white, as well as black. Now which brand, it doesn't matter truly. Those colors are placed here. I have to decide which colors will I be using, and I don't want to go for too many, so 3 colors should be enough, of which one has to be dominant, and my dominant color will be the blue one. Secondly, I have to think about the texture, if I want to use any texture, and I think I do. So I can use tools such as, for example, this one here, or I can make my own one. Remember, all what we need to have, we need something with a stiffer, like this cardboard, in which I can cut some interesting patterns. Like when you look at this tool, well, it has some teeth in it, so I will make the teeth on my own. Yeah. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. And what is good about it, it will work very much like the silicone tool. Just the difference is that this will not cost me very much, and I can throw it after I will use it one time and make another one for myself again. Why this one, the expensive one, has to be washed, and it just has one kind of teeth, and that I can create a pattern, the same and the same and the same. Why I like the challenge. You see, even here the teeth will be not perfectly evenly done because I don't want to have them the way. Okay, so I'm cutting it to the size I want, and notice I have also a piece of paper here, and this is the watercolor paper. I decided not to use canvas. You can, because I'm using paper, therefore I use the masking tape to get nice boards around. So now, using palette knives, because they are really of use, you can use brushes, they will be okay, but I like to use palette knives since I can apply right away a greater amount of paint. I'm taking my blue and I will apply it on the almost entire surface, since this is my dominant color. So there it goes. I can also, believe me or not, quiz it on my canvas, or in this case on the paper. So here it is. My dominant color will come on it, and I want to apply it the entire surface. So it will come there. Still a little bit more. Notice that it's not really a thin paint application. This paint is transparent, so there where you have less of it, you can see the surface underneath, and because it's white, so the color looks quite transparent and light. Now you don't need to use the same colors that I'm using. You can use the colors that you want to use, okay? Whatever suits your place where you will hang this lovely painting. So for me, those 3 colors are working well. You can decide, for example, for the pink and black and white, or something else. Anyway, the blue is here. I have to decide where the other colors will go. So I can use either brush or palette knife, and I will use my palette knife, and then with the black I will come in some of the sections here, and I will cross my canvas, or in this case paper. I always talk canvas, creating the lines. Apply my white, and I use again brush, or I can use palette knife, and I like to use palette knife. So again, this is the pattern that I have chosen. You can choose pattern that you like. So as you can see, I have the colors applied on it, and now I want to show you how I will use my tool. So I can use the expensive tool that I have, this one. But I want to show you your own tool, how you can create your beautiful abstract painting, okay? So whoop, we create one swap here. Wow, see? Is it not great? And then we can continue with the same going, and then if you want to, you can get more of it until you will be satisfied with the effect. So you see what's happening here. We have quite an interesting pattern, and I'm leaving now my painting tool, and now I can decide what I want to do with it, because I like the effect, but at the same time I want to go, like you see, and create something else in my painting. So using the brush, I can bring some blue and I can go inside of it and create interesting additional pattern. I can decide how will I manipulate with it. So I want to break it and bring it a little bit on the side here, push it so that those lines are not even, because I think it looks much more interesting when there's no such a symmetry applied. Look at this. Wow. And just have fun when you do it. It's lots of fun. So you see, for example, when I want to emphasize a little bit more black, notice I'm going onto the black and I'm moving it. If you want to quiet this painting, you certainly can. You can use, first of all, different colors, combinations, not such a striking contrast. For example, you can use different blues and green. Let's see, 2 different blues and green, or black, blue, and green. And you decide what you want to emphasize here. So for example, I have white here and I want to bring it a little bit more in this section. So you see, boom, I have it. Maybe a little bit more of it there. Love this effect here, but I think we can go a little bit more of it. Wow. Look at this, and that's a little bit more of it here. So you see, you're just playing, and deciding what works for you. I like it the way it looks very much already. If I want to, I will bring a little bit more blue here, and then again, I will move it. Wow. Until you are satisfied. But remember, the trick is here that you don't want to use more than 3 colors, and you want to work with the texture. See, here we have a nice contrast. We have a texture created with heavy paint. We have some interesting pattern, and then we went back to the ground that is already stained with the blue. So this is our painting, and I still bring a little bit more of the white. Let's see, in this section for the contrast, right, like this. And guys, that's it. For me, I'm satisfied with that, what I have. You can play as much as you want until the painting will be done to your liking. And I hope that you will have lots of fun. Think first about the colors that you will be using. No more than 3, 1 the dominant. Like in our case, blue is the dominant, white, black, playing a subordinating role here. So once this is dry, because I'm using paper, I can, you see, but I'm really always, I can't wait. So I'm taking off my masking tape, and I want to see how the painting will look like without that. Wow, this is such great texture. Look at this. So much paint on it. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation, and you will now work on your own painting. Have a good day. Bye.